Good morning, boys and girls. Good afternoon, good evening. I'm not sure when you're watching this. In any case, happy Thursday. Today, I'm going to read you a book that goes along with Miss Penny's ocean unit that she's teaching you about. It's called The Three Little Fish and the Big Bad Shark. And it is by Ken Geist, and the illustrator, the person who does the pictures, is Julia Gorton. So we have that to look forward to super quickly. I'm going to spell some trick words for you, and you're going to tell me what they are. Okay, so you have to, as I spell them, say the sounds in your head and then put them together and tell me what word. Ready? W-I-T-H. With. Good job. How about F-R-O-M. From. Good. How about H-A-V, silent E. Have. Good. Remember, it's not have. It's not making the A say its name in this word. It's just there because an English word can't end with a V. So have. Like I have a friend. S-A-I-D. Super tricky. Said, right? It sounds like it should be spelled S-E-D instead of A-I, but it's S-A-I-D, said. Like I said that yesterday. Ready? O-F. Of. Good. Super tricky because it sounds like it should be U-V, right? T-H-E-Y. Remember, one tap. T-H, because T-H is a, what is it called? Digraph. Good. T-H-E-Y. They. Good. They is the with a Y at the end. And last one, W-A-S. Good. Was. Not, well, this is as, but it's not was, it's was. It should be spelled W-U-Z, right? But it's W-A-S, was. Good job. Mwah! Kiss your brain on that one. Super job. Okay, next thing, we're going to like we did yesterday, go over our fluency phrases that we did yesterday, because why do we read with fluency and expression? That means we read at a good pace. Our brain doesn't have to think about it, right? We practice these common sight words and phrases because then we can just say them super quickly with nice fluency and nice expression, so our brain can concentrate on the harder words in our stories that we're reading, right? So good. So remember this one. The first ones are N words, right? Then I can. What about this one? They are 10. They are 10. To the men. To the men. Pen and paper. You'll see that a lot, right? Take out a pen and paper. When are you? When are you? When are you coming over? When are you going to be back? Right? You'll see that a lot when you're reading. In his bed. That in his or in her you'll see a lot. In his bed. In his car. In his house, right? What about this one? Fed my pet. Fed my pet. Then I fed my pet. Oops. That is red. That is red. Get me the book that is red. I want the bowl that is red. Led me to it. Your directions led me to it. Right? They were perfect directions. Good job. Gonna hear your Spidey-rific. Whoosh. Good job. Okay, now the three little fish and the big bad shark reminds me of a story that I think you know pretty well. We'll talk about it after I'm done reading. But let me know if it sounds familiar to you. I'll probably keep asking you. Sound familiar? Sound familiar? Oh, look at picture of the ocean. Lots of sea creatures. It says, this is a long title page. The Three Little Fish and the Big Bad Shark. Look at his teeth kind of say Big Bad Shark. That's scary. And we said it was written by Ken Geist. He's the author. He did the words, and illustrated by Julia Gorton. She did all these beautiful pictures. And I think you can tell. We'll talk about it after. Do you think this is a fiction book that is meant to entertain us and tell us a story with a beginning, a middle, and end? Or a nonfiction book that tells us lots of facts? Once upon a time, there lived a mama fish who had 3 little fish, Jim, Tim, and Kim. It is now time, said the mama, for each of you to make a home in the deep blue sea. So off they went. The first little fish, named Jim, swam away and met a seahorse who was playing in some seaweed. Can I have some of the seaweed so I can build a house? Take as much as you can carry, said the seahorse. So Jim gathered the seaweed and made a weedy little house. Looks like a nice house. Jim had just finished building his house of seaweed when he heard a big bad shark knocking on the door. Little fish, let me come in. The little fish trembled and replied, Not by the skin of my fin. Can you try that? Not by the skin of my fin. That sounds really familiar to me. Does it sound familiar to you? Then I'll munch, and I'll crunch, and I'll smash your house in, said the shark. So the big bad shark munched and crunched, and he ate up every little bit of the seaweed house. And Jim swam away just in time. Soon Jim found his brother. Tim said, Don't worry, Jim. We fish stick together. You can help me build a sandy little house. All right. Jim and Tim had just started to relax in the sandy little house when the big bad shark came knocking on the door. Little fish, let me come in. To which the brave little fish replied, You know this part, say it with me. Not by the skin of my fin. Then I'll munch. Oh, you might know this part too. Then I'll munch, and I'll crunch, and I'll smash your house in, roared the shark. Oh my goodness. Oh, my page is stuck. Oh, look at these scary teeth. So the big bad shark munched and he crunched until he got a sandy mouthful and the house crumbled. Oh no. And Jim and Tim swam and swam. Look at how close they are to the shark's teeth. They better swim fast. Until they reached their sister Kim. Kim was setting up her house. What would be in the ocean? You may have seen the picture, I don't know. What would be in the ocean that would be more durable than a seaweed house or a sand house? Did you see it at the bottom of the ocean? So she was setting up her house in an old wooden ship. Right? You may have seen the picture on the other side. The big bad shark destroyed our houses. Don't worry, you can live with me, said Kim. And they did. Look at that's pretty durable. Now do you know what story I was thinking of? There were 3 siblings and they had to build their own houses. And one was really flimsy, so we ran to that. Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh, if you didn't tell me, you'll get it soon. So, they all move into the wooden house. The 3 little fish just finished lunch when they heard the big bad shark knocking at the door. Little fish, let me come in. And you know what they say? To which the smart fish replied, not by the skin of my finny thin fin. She's smart because she chose a nice strong house. Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll smash your house in, roared the shark. What do you think? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Do you think he'll smash the house like he smashed the other ones? The big bad shark munched and he crunched, but he could not smash the house in. And all his teeth fell out. The 3 little fish were safe at last. And what is the shark eating now? Some nice little plants, right? Maybe some seaweed. T-H-E-E-N-D. The end. So what do you think, boys and girls? What story did that sound like? Good, right? The 3 little pigs and the big bad wolf, right? He huffed and he puffed and he blew the house down. And they said, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. What did they say in this one? Not by the skin of my finny fin fin, right? Yeah, very similar. I like this one, though, because it's in the ocean. Now, both the 3 little fish and the big bad shark and the 3 little pigs, do you think those are fiction stories or nonfiction? Did we get a lot of facts in here? Were there real photographs? No, so it's not nonfiction. It's fiction meant to entertain us. We could tell because there was a beginning, a middle, and an end, a problem. The shark kept trying to eat their houses. A solution. They moved into a wooden house that the shark couldn't smash, right? They had characters and setting, all kinds of good stuff, right? Definitely a fiction story meant to entertain us. And it's about the ocean. So, I'm so happy you joined me for story time today. I miss you, and I will be back tomorrow with another story. I'll see you then. Bye.